I'm Michael DiFlora. I joined GD about, I think it was around 16 years ago. And I've done over 300 deals all around Montgomery County area. In the last, I guess it's been about 6 years now, I've been focusing on historic South Park. I'm a 72 graduate in engineering from Wright State. I retired from engineering about 10 years ago and got into the rehab business. And after I was in that for a while, I got into the hard money business. My wife started a real estate company about the same time I got into the business. And so she retired about the same time, maybe a couple years after I did. Okay, what I'm going to share with you today is an effort that was made by another individual who went in with me on trying to revitalize historic South Park. And the project itself was meant to be a philanthropic project, not to make money. Each of us had a for-profit company that we worked out of. My partner lost in the first couple of years about $500,000. The difference between what it cost her to rehab and then what she sold the property for. I did a whole lot better. I only lost $250,000. But we went in knowing it was going to be a philanthropic exercise. Okay, so after that, we attempted to then make some profit out of this, hoping that the momentum would take off. So I'll get into the presentation now. The players basically were two different companies. Michael DiFlora with Home Group LLC. I'm a Dayton native. I actually grew up in Dayton. Went away into the military, came back and graduated from school, and went away again to work. I've been doing hard money lending for years and rehab. And that's not substance abuse rehab, it's building rehab. Although I think there have been times. And the other partner was Teresa Gasper, and her LLC is Full Circle Development. She's a serial entrepreneur. She's been in a couple of different businesses. She really is big on urban neighborhoods. And she's a Dayton native. She actually grew up in the South Park area. Her family grew up there. Her grandparents had homes there. We met through the Wright State University Foundation. At the time, I happened to be chair of the foundation, and she was on the board. We got to talking one day about giving back to the community, and I had an interest, she had an interest. Her interest was actually South Park. Mine was Old North Dayton. The way we started out was we visited the different neighborhoods. These different neighborhoods have associations. And we went to a half a dozen before we settled on Historic South Park. Historic South Park was the only neighborhood association that met regularly. Every other place that we tried to go and attend the meeting, either nobody showed up, we were the only ones that showed up, or they kept canceling the meetings. So we thought, well, let's give this one a try, since it didn't seem like there were very many other options. There's a joint project. We had no legal relationship. We worked together on getting properties. I had better, longer experience in doing that, so in some cases I picked up a property and then transferred it over to her. We talked about that being philanthropically motivated, and as it turned out, it was philanthropic. Our mission was to revitalize Dayton neighborhood